super, super honored to have been invited to be the geographical farming expert across Europe for this 3-country tour. First country we went to was Romania. We visited Bucharest and Brașov, and that's where the mega agent camp was. What was really funny about that experience is I was invited by my first real estate coach, McQueenie. I assumed that I was going to be speaking in front of 20 to maybe 30 people. I find out that the event is sold out and there's going to be 300 agents, and I'm going to be on stage speaking. So no stress whatsoever. It went phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. The people there were just so friendly. It was just an amazing experience. And then the second place we went to was Prague. What an absolutely fascinating city. It was just so authentically beautiful. Went to a Keller Williams Luxury Launch the first night that we got there. It was in the most expensive penthouse in Prague. It was just a phenomenal experience, meeting all the people and all the potential buyers. Really fun to be a Canadian in that space. And then the next day was the conference, meeting all the Prague agents. Super, again, they were just awesome questions, really engaged and wanted to know all about geographical farming. So it was really fun to do that one. And then from Prague, we flew into Athens, where we also had another mega camp, which was over 200 people. It was Greece and Cyprus that were in attendance for that mega camp. That was a full day with just McQueenie and myself speaking. That was just a phenomenal experience. That night we went to an open air theater called the Parados Atticus. It was built in 161 AD and we saw a phenomenal orchestra there. It was just an incredible experience. I'm just so grateful and honored to have been chosen to be this speaker for this trip. I think one of the things that was really interesting was how in Europe versus in Canada, even though we're doing the same job, the difference is in how the job is done. And it was just very interesting to hear the stories and how some of the best practices are similar, but in a lot of cases, it's a totally different way of doing business. And they absolutely love the geographical farming aspect as a tool that they can take to their area now. And so that for me was just gratification to be able to share that with them. Probably one of my favorite questions that I got asked when I was in Europe about geographical farming was right before I was about to go up to do my session. A gentleman had come up to me and said to me, so how many farms a year do you actually sell? And I'm like, oh, I don't sell farms. And I said, I actually have never been to a farm in Canada. The second funniest question that I was asked was by a woman, really nice lady, and I just so appreciate people coming up and introducing themselves before I speak at a session because it makes me feel so comfortable. And she came up to me and she said, so how many animals do you have? And I was like, oh, most people ask how many children you have, but I love the question because I love my dog. And I'm like, oh, I have one, her name's Roxy. And I went on and on about how much I love my dog. And she's like, and so what other animals do you have? And I'm like, oh, I don't have any other animals. And at that point I realized she thought I lived on a farm. So like I said before, I thought I was going to be speaking in front of maybe 20 to 30, maybe 40 people, which I've done many times before over the course of the last 10 years and speaking about geographical farming. When I got there and I found out there was going to be 300 people at these events, I was inside terrified, but at the same time, just this belief came over me and it made me embrace the opportunity. I think that all of us should really kind of look at that and just be like, you know what? No, we have so much value to offer to other people. And I just wanted to share what I had. Just felt so good to do it. Now I was nervous the first couple of minutes and then I just got into a groove. Everything was just good after that. And then by the time I got to the second country and the third country, I just couldn't wait to do it. And what this experience taught me is it gave me so much joy to be able to share that information that I actually want to keep doing this. And now to all the agents that came out to listen to me speak about geographical farming, it was an honor and a privilege. I'm just so grateful that I had this opportunity to meet you, get to know you, and I can't wait to see you next year. I wish you all success. And if you ever need anything, you know where to find me. Thank you.